Hey, all, this is Keith with the Common Sense Practical Prepper podcast, June 7th, 2025. Well, I probably should have taken my own advice, the advice that I pass along here on a weekly basis. So my debit card was compromised on Sunday or Monday of this week, so 5 or 6 days ago. Not really sure where it happened. I went to a new gas station, a new Sheetz gas station for those that are familiar with those gas stations. And I always look for skimmers and that sort of thing, but it doesn't always have to be from a skimmer. It can be your card number can get compromised other ways, but more than likely it comes from, a purchase you made at a store or a restaurant. Well, so at 2 a.m, that would have been on like Monday morning, my phone starts going bananas and it shows several $298 charges to a company that I have never heard of. It ends up being like a company that makes scrubs for doctors and nurses. So the first 3 went through and the next 3 were declined. So I went ahead and called, card member services, and they had locked the card, rightfully so. And my new debit card will be here between 5 and 10 business days, which is terrible. And if you've had that happen to you, you realize how big of an inconvenience that it's going to be. However, I have a credit card. So a few things that come off my debit card on a monthly basis, I moved to the credit card. My Amazon purchases went to the credit card. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. If I need cash, I can go to the branch of the credit union and get some money out directly. Here it is Saturday. Made a purchase earlier today on Amazon, no issue. Went to get gas, and I put in my credit card. It's a PIN. I'm sorry, not a PIN. It's a chip. So I put it in. It says, please enter your PIN. Well, I don't have a PIN, so I declined, and I run it as credit. How'd you like to run this, debit or credit? Credit. Invalid PIN. Well, that's kind of screwy because it's a credit card. It does not have a PIN, nor did I enter a PIN like you do on your debit card. You enter it wrong, and they'll say invalid PIN. Oh, I missed a 5 instead of a 9 or whatever it happens to be. So the card ends up getting declined a couple more times after that. So I'm like, well, heck with it. Again, go out to dinner, and I'm going to pay with my credit card, and went to Chili's. So you had the little kiosk. So you just basically tap it or swipe it at the little mini kiosk at your table. As soon as I swipe it, PIN declined, invalid PIN. Well, again, it's a credit card. It doesn't have a PIN. So I swipe it. As soon as I swipe it, invalid PIN. So now I'm getting really frustrated. Girlfriend pays for dinner. End up going out and calling the credit card company. Credit card and debit card are tied to the same credit union. And the gentleman says, well, you have to have your PIN reset. And I'm trying to explain to the young man that I don't have a PIN for this credit card, nor have I ever needed a PIN for a credit card. And he says, well, that's exactly right. You don't have a PIN, so you're going to have to reset it at midnight. I could not get the guy to understand that I don't have a PIN to reset at midnight. Well, he says, well, you're going to have to call the credit union on Monday. They're closed Saturday and Sunday. So now I'm completely hosed, and I can't make any purchases at all. So this goes back to what I have said before, that in the event there is a power outage or an extended SHTF situation, or you get your debit card and your credit card number compromised and declined, I may as well be in the same boat in a sense. So I can make no purchases online. I can make no purchases at a store, and I don't have any cash on me. I got like $5 or $10 in my pocket. So I can't go to an ATM. Credit union is not open on Saturday and Sunday. So my advice has always been have some emergency money. Maybe 3 weeks ago I spoke about that. Have some emergency cash, a couple 5, a couple 10s, a 20, 100, whatever you can afford, and have it stashed away somewhere. Well, guess who didn't do that? This guy. So it's going to be a major inconvenience until Monday when I can go to the credit union. And first of all, my debit card hasn't come. So unbeknownst to me, my credit union can actually print me a brand new debit card, and I didn't have to wait 7 or 10 business days. So I'm going in Monday, getting a new debit card, and then find out what in the heck is going on with this mysterious not existing PIN code for my credit card. So anyway, I should have taken my own advice, the same advice I pass along to everybody on these little blips, and I should have had some emergency currency standing by for a situation that warrants it, which is this one. Thanks all. Have a good weekend.